guys, I'm just Jershin. Welcome back to another episode of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, December 27th, 2020 edition. Only a few more days in this cursed year! And we're gonna get a little Isaac run today. That's pretty exciting. And SL's doing his right as we speak. Yeetus with an 1132. Oh, Yeti posted in the Discord, and he mentioned that he did today's daily and died on the first floor. And then subsequently did a practice run after and would have gotten like top 100 or something like that. It was very, very, very pog. We will see what we can do. It's an Isaac run. Excuse me. It's an Isaac run, so, and one we're actually going to get to play this time, which is very exciting. Obviously, Isaac starts with the D6. Look, you probably know enough about it. If you're watching the dailies on this game, I'm gonna assume you at least know that level. So allow me to cease explaining, but I have an unfortunate development to announce to you guys. Unfortunately, it's really hard to say for me personally, but I think I hit the wall in Genshin Impact. Not that I'm not enjoying the game anymore, because that is absolutely not true. I'm very much okay. I am very much still enjoying Genshin Impact, and probably will for the next many months. When I say I hit the wall, I mean that I've been grinding non-stop, like 12 hours a day, over the course of this little break from work. I've been grinding non-stop, and it's the first time I've really talked today, so my brain's not quite there yet. Interesting. Really? Really? 2 hits from Senor Babyfly. Okay. A little scary there, but we're alive. So that item is interesting in that it's definitely a weird way to fire. Shooting the little, I call them water balloon tears. It's certainly an interesting way to fire. Dude, if these enemies just never existed again, it would be too soon. And by enemy, not, you know, the stone guys. I know that. Would you count them as enemies? I mean, they're adversaries for sure. They make my life more difficult. But I know that you can't actually damage or murder them, so are they actually enemies? I don't know, to be honest with you. You got a haunt fight, okay. I probably, and I don't know why I didn't, by the way. I 100%. Wow. I 100% should have gone back to the other room just to pick up that extra heart. Not that I think we need it, but like, why would you risk potentially dying on a haunt fight when you could instead not risk it? Let's hope for something decently... Okay. Keep it calm here. Keep it calm here. The haunt is nobody's favorite boss fight to do. It's always a big old nightmare, but we're gonna get through it. I can't actually see how much HP he has because yet again my microphone is in the way, but I'm just going to assume that we're gonna get through it. I can't reroll, so I guess we will take old bandage. Which is fine for us. I'm gonna go pick up this HP and I'm gonna continue on. Not a great start so far. Do I want to take, I think it's called like hemolacria. Do I want to take it? Not really. I will visit my, I will go visit my shop very quickly. Compass, huh? The compass, huh? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take this battery charge. I'm also gonna buy the 3-cent, I'm gonna buy the 3-cent heart as well. I'm gonna get up to some temperance card, maybe arcade shenanigans on the next floor. Just wait for it. I'm gonna bring this battery charge though, so we can have one final chance. I don't think varicose veins is a good item, but it's about the only item we got, so it's fine. Quick peek for second secret room here, just to see what might be contained therein. Okay, so I messed up tremendously. I should have gone here first because we could have re-rolled varicose veins yet again. That's pretty upsetting to me that I messed that up. I know I'm spending a lot of time here, by the way, on the first floor, like almost 5 minutes on the very first floor. Really? Almost 5 minutes on the first floor does not bode well for the remainder of the run. I understand that for sure. And I don't have a good answer for you beyond that. It's not good. We need to speed things up on the next floor. My goal is that we can make an arcade spawn and maybe get up to some good stuff with the Temperance card, like I was saying. Anyway, I've hit a little bit of a wall with Genshin Impact. I'm trying to catch up. I have no Spirit Heart. The boss fight is here already. I'm trying to catch up to my friends as quickly as possible. I've talked about it before, but Genshin Impact has a little bit of an annoying mechanic where you can't join their worlds and hang out with them. I think I'm going straight for boss fight. I think I'm gonna go straight for boss fight. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Little Horn. This is potentially a bad idea. If I can get a single bomb on him, that would be pretty awesome. That's the downside about this version of Little Horn, is he does not shoot out any bombs. He only shoots out these little smoke balls. So you can't do any self-damage to him with his own bombs. Makes it a little bit more obnoxious for sure. That helps. That helps. Finish him. Finish him. Mortal Kombat, finish him. Finish him, thank you. HP is kind of interesting. That item is too good not to take. You reroll this, you say thank you for the tears, you continue on with your day. Okay, good stuff. Again, we're gonna have to make some money moves, as I think how some of the kids would say it nowadays. We're gonna have to make some money moves to make up some of the time that I've spent on this floor thus far. By the way, I can't help but notice, but I'm not seeing an arcade thus far on this floor. That has me pretty sad. That's pretty sad, but we do have a shop we can visit, and that's good. We're going to want to try to get into item rooms as well if we can. What do you got? Black Candle's pretty great. Yeah, I think if I could make 2 more cents happen, I would absolutely take the opportunity. And in fact, we can make 2 cents happen very easily with the Temperance card. The only thing I'm waiting to see is if we get an arcade. At this point, that is the only thing I am waiting to see. It's not looking super duper likely. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Watch this. Watch. Are you watching? Feels like you might not be watching. I'm gonna drop. It's okay, I've only been playing Isaac for about 10,000 years. It's understandable that I still don't know the correct buttons. Thank you, Old Bandage, for the continual payouts. Those are appreciated. All right, so we're not only going to use this to get a whole bunch of money. The goal is that I get either Blood Bag or IV Bag to spawn there. And once I get either Blood Bag or IV Bag to spawn there, again, I know we're spending a lot of time here. I play pretty slow and methodically with Isaac. The luck ups are great, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So now take a peek. Now we have 2 potential reroll pedestals. So we go do 1 more room. We're gonna go do 1 more room. We're gonna get our, we're going to get a sweet upgrade. What do you call those things? HP upgrade potentially from this. Would appreciate it. No, we're not gonna get the HP upgrade, but this does give us enough juice to cook with now that I can go in here without feeling too bad. Paid for itself, which is very exciting to me. Now I'm gonna go re-roll both of the 2 items that we didn't want in our item room, and we're gonna see if this can break things open for us. It did not, but wait. Do I have a battery charge in here? Massive rips. Secret room. Where do you think secret room could be? Potentially in here? Potentially in here. It's not. This is a strangely laid out floor. Just a weird floor. We'll try in here. Hoping for a battery charge. Got some money instead. Okay. I mean, second secret room could have it as well. I know we're spending a lot of time here, and it's almost guaranteeing at this point that we're just not going to make boss rush, and I'm upset about it for sure. Dang it. I don't think I really wanted either of the two items in here. I'll take Charm of the Vampire. It might save us. Lil Gertie, I don't envisioning doing too much for us. So, okay. But we did pick up Eye of Belial on this floor. Eye of Belial is a great item. The piercing shots are going to be wonderful. It's going to help us speed things up, at least marginally. This is a great trinket to have with the D6. So I'm appreciative of it. Would love, yeah, I was going to say some more keys so that I can continue paying these bad boys forward. If I can continue paying these bad boys forward. So we've definitely got our work cut out for us in terms of how fast we have to go here for the remainder of this one. I don't love it. It's maybe not panic mode just yet. But boss rush do be feeling a little unlikely, just to be honest with you. We'll get through it though. Here's our item room. Really, what great catch there. Larry Fitzgerald did that one, and I do not have, and I don't have a key to get into my item room, which is a shame because now I'm just sitting here on this charge. It's going to complete and utter waste. That'll help. Let's go into our shop first. Then let's get present. Present is great. Present is great, and I'm gonna buy it once I get a second key and can go into my item room, because then I can drop it in there and try to get some potential benefit out of it. Okay, here's what you do. All right, now you do this. Again, taking some time here, but the goal is that this methodical play with Isaac ends up paying for itself in the long run, because you end up getting some really good stuff. Now, I also really like carrying the present into the deal with the devil often. 5 bombs could be interesting. Mom's contact also potentially interesting. But we have 2 full items in there. Now the question is, does car battery give you a charge when you buy it? Okay, so yes. This is now something that I would describe as very interesting. You know what? I'm feeling confident enough now. Let's go ahead and visit this. It's a blank room. I know we're going to lose our Spirit Heart protection, but I'm not taking damage. So again, this is... I don't know how I didn't manage to take damage there, to be honest with you. This is now a run that I would consider to be rather interesting. Very fun, very interesting. Little Jacob's Ladder cricket body strats. Jacob's... Did I say Jacob's body and... What did I say? Cricket's body. Help. I perfectly I like... Those enemies, again, it's I've akined it to like a USB drive before. If you stand still, you're taking a hit. If you run, you're taking a hit. It's just a guarantee at this point. It's okay. We had a very small chance of getting a deal with the devil on this floor anyway, so... Let's not be too upset about it. We're also missing one junction of the rest of this floor, but again, we are at a point now where we kind of just gotta go forehead. So let's not worry too much about what we're missing potentially in that last section of the map that we didn't get to explore, because we kind of gotta do like 2 minutes per floor for the rest of the freaking run. We actually managed to deal with the devil, which is kind of wild. And we get Mom's Knife. Here's the thing. Well, A, will die. B, Mom's Knife straight up ruins it. Whore of Babylon is interesting, but it puts us 1 hit away from death. I don't think I can do that, unfortunately. Just to be safe, because I'm going to be playing kind of quick here and kind of loose. Kind of kooky, kind of crazy, just a little bit. We're going to be playing a little wild here. In an attempt to make boss rush, because now I'm feeling pretty good about the run as a whole, except for the HP. HP, that's a sore spot. But the rest of the run, did not really mean to pick that up. I think you gotta pick up the Eternal Heart, and you're gonna get a crawl space. The crawl space is going to contain 3 pennies, which honestly, because of the time, I can't even pick up the 3 pennies. Okay, so we will hold on to this Eternal Heart. It could end up being very valuable for us. Credit card could also be pretty valuable for us. It's a very good item. Probably shouldn't have taken that just in case. Just in case it was a bad trip pill. It wasn't, which I'm thankful for, but it could have been. And just the fact that it could have been is enough should have been enough for me to go, I'm good, Chief. That's not that interesting to me. I do like Gimpy. I am a Gimpy fan, so I will take Gimpy, and we will continue on with the rest of this run. Now, I would love a Spirit Heart. Right now, taking deals with the devil is just a little tricky for me because okay, good. Maybe we can buy one in here. If I could buy one in here, that would be very nice. Why are you being rude to me today, game? What did I do is my question. Okay, I'm gonna continue. We're making good time. You can see we're kind of shredding like individual rooms now. There's little to no concern there. 40% chance of a deal with the devil's pretty solid, so we'll be happy if we can get one. I took damage and oh, the Eternal Heart saved me! Thank you, Mr. Eternal Heart. Okay, open her up. Grab this, just so you can have the book in the rotation. Reroll them. Obviously, you want Pentagram. The pills, not so much. See you later. I don't really want the pills from the coin purse, so I'm quickly just going to run and see if there was a battery charge right in here. Thank you, there is. I'm going to use that to reroll, and then we'll head to the next floor. Made really good time on this floor. 2.5 minutes for the next 2 floors. I don't really want the HP, but it's fine. Shout out to that Eternal Heart for saving that deal with the devil. Not that I'm not saying Pentagram's gonna, you know, it's not the be-all end-all for us, like it's gonna save the run. Probably the Spirit Hearts that we just got on the last fight are what's going to save this run. And also make it very viable going forward. But again, we're very strong. Our D6 plays certainly helped us do that. I'm a little bit of a Mysterious Liquid fan, sure. A little bit of one. I kind of like Mysterious Liquid. It can be kind of fun sometimes. All right, we're trying to get out of here in the next 2 minutes. 2 minutes for the entirety of the floor. Can it be done? Absolutely it can. Will it be done? Now there's the question. That's a much tougher ask, a much tougher sell. I think it can. If we get decently lucky when we're guessing what directions we're trying to go here, and if I don't spend too much time scooping all of this money. Anyway, okay, I feel better now, so I can take a slight breather on the run and talk about Genshin again. I've been trying to catch up to my friends in Genshin so that I can actually play with their worlds. I'm proud to say I've finally caught up in world level to both Yeti. I've finally caught up in world level to both Yeti and NSL, which means I can play with them, which is pretty exciting. I don't really want to use it because I don't want a cube of meat, I don't think. Okay. Reroll me. Sure. You know what? Let's get wild. Let's get wild, dude! Actual good stats. That's pretty exciting. Unfortunately, the downside is that I've been playing so much Genshin Impact that, not that I'm not enjoying it anymore, because that's not true, but I have been playing quite a bit of it. Look, if we get a deal with the devil here, I'm just going to hope that it's Krampus, basically. I'm just essentially going to hope that it's Krampus. Okay, so we should have used it. Just picking it up, I guess, is enough to spawn a horseman. Little unfortunate there. Didn't know that was how that worked. I would have re-rolled it. I would have re-rolled it if I was thinking, but my brain's still in rush mode just a little bit to try to make sure we make boss rush. I've been playing a whole bunch of it, and, well, I've done everything there is to do. This is a point that everyone reaches in Genshin Impact eventually, because, you know, the game's kind of designed to be a little bit of a grind. I've hit the wall, the content wall, that is. Again, not a wall in terms of enjoyment, but I have hit a content wall, which is pretty sad. There's an event going on right now, which is exciting, but, Yeah, that's our second syringe. I know re-rolling in curse rooms can be, you know, pretty pogged. Who knows what you could maybe get in there. Isaac runs, by the way. I say this every time, but please go watch the other boys who recorded this run. Isaac runs especially, like, have such a tendency for some absolutely wild variations that you definitely want to check it out. Seraphim is okay. I would describe Seraphim as not great. We're probably not coming back this way anyway, if we want to be honest here with yourself. Please? We're probably not coming back here anyway. So maybe it makes sense to just... Okay, I will do it with this battery charge. With this battery charge, I'll reroll Seraphim one more time. Then we gotta go. Then we gotta go. What you got? Purple Fly's not gonna do it for me, unfortunately. Man, I spent way too much time on the first couple rooms on this floor. 2 keys. Gonna let us go into here. It's gonna give us a bomb and a key. Like, we're gonna shred Mom, so I'm not too worried. Main thing I'm worried about is, at this point... Main thing I'm worried about at this point is maybe also getting a deal with the devil, and that deal with the devil being Krampus. Blank card, huh? Blank card doesn't really do anything for me. That also doesn't do anything for me. Hive Mind could do things for me. Hive Mind could do things for me. There's options does do things for me. And Mom's key I will always take. Okay. All right. It's close yet again. Where have you seen this one before, ladies and gentlemen? We're barely gonna potentially make it into boss rush. What the heck is that vomit penny? I don't think I've ever seen that item before. Ouch. Okay, grab it. If it's Krampus, you still got time. It's not Krampus, which is exciting and also sad. It means he's probably going to show his ugly face later. We've made boss rush, though. That's very exciting. We have Magic Fingers. We have Bendy Straw. We have Bum Friend. We are definitely taking Proptosis. All right, so the run is ridiculous now. Our Cricket's body play definitely loses a little bit, unfortunately. We lose a little bit of the Cricket's body shenanigans, which is sad, but still very strong. I feel weaker somehow. Maybe because this is a super big room, so we're not getting as much Jacob's Ladder bidness going on. I think that's it, actually. I think we're getting less Jacob's Ladder procs, and that's why we're maybe feeling just a teensy tiny bit weaker. But anyway, I've hit a content wall in Genshin, and there's essentially nothing left for me to do. I mean, there's still, you get exploration bonuses for exploring certain percentages of the different parts of the map, and like that still exists. Thank you, Infamy, I think? That still exists for me. But I'm in like the upper 90s for most of the sections, and so most of the, excuse me? Most of the things to do that are left are either very obscure or very well hidden. And I just don't know where they are, to be honest. And I've spent hours upon hours just kind of roaming the map looking for them, and I just can't seem to find them, which is sad. If I can, that would be great. But yeah, when you hit a wall in Genshin, it's pretty upsetting. You don't just hit a wall in terms of story stuff to do, but you're also, the story stuff is where you make most of your like level progress. Story stuff is where you make most of your level progress, so I've unfortunately lost out on most of my leveling progress. It's where you get most of your in-game currency, which is what you use to potentially get new heroes. All of that starts coming to a major stall, where essentially all you have left to do is daily activities, which, again, I get it. It's a free-to-play game, so, like, I don't know if I'm odd here. Maybe it's because I worked for a company that produced a free-to-play game. But, like, I think to some degree, people gotta lower their expectations just a tiny bit for a free-to-play title. Anti-grav, huh? Or that. I don't really like either of those. I'll reroll them both. Forget me not to do... No, you just take PhD and you say thank you for some potentially good pills. Maybe forget me now. We could have gotten to some wild shenanigans, but we would have had to forego the D6. And that's just almost never an option for me because I enjoy the D6 a little bit too much. Yeah, we actually, here's the thing. Normally I would say heck yes, gimme no, because I don't want any more spacebar items. The D6 is a weird use case where yes, we have the spacebar item we want, so we don't want any more spacebar items. But it also doesn't matter if we get a spacebar item. It doesn't matter if we get a spacebar item because we can just re-roll it anyway. So it's a weird little use case there. So I actually think that getting a charge every 5 rooms is better for us. Yeah, Capricorn is a stats up, so we will be taking that. The run is set, by the way. We are good. I know that with anti-grav tiers, we could have gone down to now a 3 tiers cap, and that might have been interesting. It might have been interesting, but I don't know that interesting necessarily means good. But yeah, it's sad. So I'm a little stuck in Genshin. I could keep... There's some diminishing returns, I would say. I've explored so much of the map now that spending hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of time exploring the rest of the map at this point, or even like, you know, pulling up a guide and following it or something like that. It just, the returns aren't quite there in terms of like expected level ups, expected new characters, expected all that stuff. So really like the best bang for your buck in terms of time, at least for me now, is to log in, do my dailies, which are some tasks you get every day that do quite a bit, and wait for events, which is sad. Balls of Steel is amazing. Which is sad, I wish it wasn't the case, but, you know. Squeezy is great, but does it do anything for us? I don't think it does. Squeezy is great, but I don't think it does anything for us. By the way, I didn't look at this. Money is kind of interesting. I didn't look at this till just now for some reason, because I'm a little silly. That's a shame. I would have loved to reroll you. Like, would have loved to reroll you, potentially. The sad thing... Where'd my brain go? I promise I had a line of reasoning there. I had one, but it's gone, so unfortunately I'll just go back to Genshin. Yeah, you know, it's a free-to-play game, so what else can you really expect, I would say? It's still a fantastic time, one that I will continue playing on a daily basis, and my luck over these past couple of days with... Is this a freaking library? No! I mean, so the library is great. The reason I am exclaiming no in an upset manner is because typically you'd love to see that library just a little bit sooner. You'd love to see that library just a little bit sooner. Because then you can use your rerolls in there and get a bunch of pedestals. Now, it was only a 2-pedestal library, so not the greatest. It would have taken a lot to get through it. Sure, just give me the luck up, I suppose. Range is good too. Yeah, hopefully we can get another library on this floor and like earlier, because again, they can be very good for you. I'm not too worried about making the Hush fight. If I'm worried about anything at this point, it is feeling strong enough to do the Hush fight. Mostly from an HP perspective. Like, we're very strong, though he counters with his boss armor, so to some degree that gets countered. So our relative offensive strength doesn't matter nearly as much because he's just going to tank every single hit because he's one of the most annoying bosses in the entire game. What scares me more is that other than our one orbital, we don't really have a ton of defense. Oops. Did not mean to give you a key. Did not mean to provide you a key. Thank you for spitting it right back up. This tinted rock, though, could potentially help. Thank you very much for that. That's going to be pretty much exactly what the doctor ordered. That battery charge is interesting. That battery charge is quite interesting. 80% chance of a deal with the devil on this floor. Would love to potentially make that happen if we could. Let's see. Let's see if we can. Maybe should have explored the rest of the floor first to see what other benefits we could have gotten, but I like this a little bit better. Yeah, I'm a little nervous defensively, and you can see at range. You can see at range we're really not dealing a ton of damage, which is very upsetting. Dark Bum is great. But I'm gonna reroll it, and I'm gonna get Ibdub Ubdeeb, and I'm gonna lose my deal with the devil. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. There's probably nothing left for us to do on this floor, but just in case there's a library or something, we should explore, or an arcade. We could actually, yeah, actually, okay, cool. I was gonna say we could actually make some items. I mean, the only items we can really make happen here, unfortunately. The only items we can really make happen there would be the dollar, and that seems rather unlikely to me. And with the amount of time it would take us to maybe even get the dollar, we would probably miss the hush fight, so not really interested in doing that. I am interested in Peep and Curse Room. Let's just keep an eye on the clock. You got a minute and a half. Wow, that's a great item. So thank you for that. 3 tiers stat! I don't know how I'm at a 3-tier stat, but I'm very happy that I am. I don't know how I got here, but I'm very happy that I am. Man, we're missing out on all of these boss trap rooms, which is also, like, equally upsetting. By the way, we could make some sacrifice room shenanigans happen, get some key pieces to spawn on the ground, reroll the key pieces. I don't think I have time, unfortunately. And that would put us in a rather scary HP spot for the next floor. So, instead, we will carry our D6 charge down to the next floor. We will go down and do the hush fight, which I am still a little worried about, but maybe shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, it's probably good. I've been spending Yera. I've been spending a lot of time playing Genshin, like an unbelievable amount of, like, way too much time playing Genshin Impact over the past however many days. So it's like probably good that I've hit a bit of a wall. We could probably use just the slightest break. Tiny Planet feels like it just ruins the run, so I won't be taking that. You could get a Joker card. You got an Ace of Spades card instead. Guppy's Head is great. Guppy's Head is great. That's only the first Guppy item though, so probably too little too late. I think you go ahead and you take Scapular. And then the question is, do you reroll Guppy's Head or do you reroll, because you're not taking, you reroll this and you take Holy Mantle. Okay, that's the correct answer. And if there's another battery charge, which there's not, then you reroll Guppy's Head, but we should be fine. We should be fine in here. Again, it might be a little scary for a bit here. Maybe just slightly scary for a bit here, but even with his boss armor, we do be kind of melting him. Ooh, speaking of melt, that made me think of butter. I might make some cookies later today. That sounds like a good time. Can't really see. It's probably good that I've hit a wall in Genshin, because my addiction with Genshin hit at the perfect time where I was somehow able to get 3 days off of work. So over the past 5 days, I've pretty much done nothing but Genshin. I go back to work tomorrow, unfortunately, so you can instantly just go ahead and anticipate like just a more general suddenness as I'm recording these episodes, which is sad, but you know, it's life. It also means I'm not gonna have nearly as much time to play Genshin, so I'm glad I got the grind done semi ahead of time. Because if I didn't, brother, we would be in a little bit of trouble. But we should be good now. This is scary. This is very scary. Not getting hit by them, which is very good. Not getting hit by those either. That's very good. We are shredding this boy, which I, for one, am appreciative of. Get a little bit closer so you can maybe shred him even farther here. These bad boys are going to be coming at you, but that's okay. He's nearly dead. Finish him off. Thank you. Fantastico. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we no-hit the hush. Which does not happen often, but I think is a testament to how good this run is. Here's the thing, though. Really, you're gonna have a lot of people. Like, the only fancy thing we did with this run was picking up Cricket's body, I'm pretty sure, which is giving us a tiers upgrade, to be fair. But like, even if we're at a 4-tier stat instead of a 3-tier stat, this run's still kind of busted. So just remember that everyone is having this crazy of a run right now with these wonderful stats. There's maybe a couple, like maybe experimental treatment. Like, there's a couple of the things that we potentially made happen ourselves that we can stake a claim in and say, yeah, this is why we're so good. But there's not much. To some degree, the run provided. I mean, making boss rush. Why didn't I reroll that, by the way? Just a complete and utter waste of a room here. I probably should have bombed out of the room to come back and reroll, so that I could have gotten another reroll again in the another charge again in the future. And that was a big room too, so we actually lost 2 charges there, which is not great. Okay, that is not an item we're looking for. We definitely want to make sure we have a battery charge ready for the next floor. So don't go too... Weird room. Don't go too crazy here with the rerolls. Although, if you could get another item on this floor, that's pretty exciting as well. You also want to make sure you potentially have a reroll ready. How do we destroy you? You want to make sure you have a reroll ready for the curse room as well, because you can maybe make a guppy item happen in there. So, or 2. Like, you never know, like, how many red chests are going to spawn in there. Okay, so let's go do one more room. Actually, just visit curse room. Take the gambit. I was gonna say, if there was an enemy in here, then you get to do that anyway. Plus, you have Holy Mantle, so you can go in and out of curse rooms for free. So there's basically no reason not to. Reroll. I'll take Daddy Longlegs. I heard a secret room. I see a secret room. We have a reroll machine in here that's probably not gonna do too much for us. That's okay. Let's go check for our second secret room. Excuse me? Oh, he lived. Congratulations. It's actually quite the feat against us. Thought this room was completed. Again, with Holy Mantle, we really just won't take a hit for the rest of the run, which is very exciting. My damage bonus is... My damage penalty, I should say, is licking its chops at that perspective. And now let's go ahead and head down to the next floor. I know we missed our second secret room, but probably not going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things, so... Let's do the Isaac fight. We will send him to the Shadow Realm. But yeah, I'm back to work tomorrow, which means less Genshin, which means more Suddenness, which means... I think the bonus from Mega Satan greatly outweighs the Void. So I know that it's not worth it to do the Void. Open, 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 open. Monstro's Lung is interesting, but not really. Is the all stats even really an all stats? No, I didn't want Toxic Shock. The all stats is like pennies on the dollar, essentially. So like, it didn't do much for us, that's for sure. I think we do want the quarter, actually. Eden's Blessing is a tears up, but it's not, because we already have that tears up, unfortunately. So, you know, such is life. It's okay. We'll go back and we'll reroll. Is the quarter worth it? I think it is from a points perspective. Then you reroll this, you get Little Monstro. Not super interested in Little Monstro. Trying to see, we're gonna do the rooms first and see if we can get any rooms with multiple items that spawn. If we can get multiple items to spawn, that's 2 reroll targets, which is even greater. But yeah, this is gonna be, we might be in the 50s? Am I crazy? I am perhaps crazy? But are we gonna be in the 50,000s? I think Mega Satan gives 99,000 whatever. Oh God! You scared me quite a bit there. I think Mega Satan gives like 99,000 points bonus, so that's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting for me. Go ahead and reroll that. Little Bumbo friends. We would rather have the monies for ourselves, unfortunately. We are selfish human beings, so sorry. That's you're not gonna have much of a role for us, unfortunately. You ain't gonna be doing much for us. That's okay though. I don't think we can make an item spawn in here. I'm looking for magical rooms where we can make items spawn. Dude, our lasers are so strong. We're killing people on the other sides of rooms. That's pretty ridiculous. Probably going back for these rerolls is also not worth it. I mean, yeah, you'll take triple shot, right? I know that it's objectively the worst multi-fire item, but our tier stat was in such a good place that I'm pretty content to be shooting out triple of what I was before. Dad's Key does little to nothing, unfortunately, at least for us. Bob's Bladder does little to nothing for us. I mean, they all do things, but like we just don't care about those things. The battery charges are kind of cool. There's a Yum Heart to be had in here. There's a bunch of pills to be had in here. That does not get us any points, which is unfortunate. Friends till the end, a range up, and a full health. I mean, yeah, maybe we'll need to be saved by a full health pill. Seems unlikely, but maybe. Taurus also does not seem to be at Chief, so don't worry about it too much. This run is obviously bonkers. A game which we played on the Twitch channel. This run's insane. I'm very happy that it exists. Reroll, not what we're looking for. We got one more reroll, then we'll go murder Mega Satan. This will be one of the easier Mega Satan fights we've ever done. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be up in the 50,000s, which is a point threshold I don't crack too often. So I will be very happy to do so here for sure. Unfortunately, we are losing, you'll notice here. We're losing a lot of our damage dealing potential, which is done via our Jacob's Ladder lasers. Because we're on this like infinite battlefield here. We are on somewhat of an infinite battlefield here. And we're not really hitting any walls. So we're not getting any Jacob's Ladder tiers to spawn. That's upsetting, but and it's definitely hindered our DPS to a slight degree, but I mean, we're still very strong. It's still one of the faster Mega Satan fights I've ever done in my entire life, which is exciting. I wish picking up Eden's Blessing in a daily gave you an extra item in the next daily. You gotta reward that kind of play, in my personal opinion. Don't take a damage here. Don't take a hit. I mean, I already lost my Holy Mantle. That's where I would like the damage taking 10. Hey, give me the Void. What if you gave me the Void? That'd be kind of nuts, right? No Void. Okay. 50,000? No, just short. Ladies and gentlemen, 49. Why did I think it gave 9999? Oh, Rush bonus gives 9999. It gives 66,000. Okay. Well, we ended up being about 1,000 short of which we maybe could have made up for in either time or our damage penalty for sure, but we almost made 50,000. I don't know if, I think I've cracked it maybe 1 or 2 times in my entire Isaac career. However, a 20th is obviously very exciting. How long will it stick for? I have no dang idea. NSL with a 396, a very good run as well. I have no idea if it's going to stick in the... I'd say it'll stick in the top 50s, but beyond that, I don't know. We'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider showing some support down below. Liking, commenting, subscribing helps out a great deal. Share with your grandmother as always. But with that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.